Thank you, Ken Curla. Some of the items I'll be focusing on as part of my work in the Committee on Budgetary Oversight are performance metrics, results and transparency. Is it clear what each department is trying to accomplish with taxpayers' money, and is the department achieving those goals? On the 10 days before the budget, both the Minister for Finance and the Minister for Public Expenditure gave little info to the information to the Budgetary Oversight Committee on what measures would be contained in Budget 2021, and indeed the spending overall seems to have been underestimated by a few billion. The level of oversight being afforded to each member of this House on decision-making, on metrics and on results in the budget is somewhat lacking. I'm going to look at 3 areas in the housing budget as an example. Firstly, between HAP and RAS and the long-term leasing of houses, we are now spending £941 million, 30% of the housing budget, with private landlords. This is current, not capital expenditure that the taxpayer will need to fund every year. While there may always be a need for the state to rent housing privately, the rationale for such a large percentage of the budget going on rent as opposed to a greater investment in publicly delivered social housing is not presented. Similarly, we've spent £310 million on the Help to Buy scheme since July 2016. Is this actually helping, or are we simply pushing up property prices and putting this money into the pockets of property developers? Finally, I'd like to see more clarity on where the £218 million allocated to the delivery of homeless services is actually going. This money is very welcome and very much needed in my constituency. But how many organisations are in receipt of this funding, and what services are covered? How many of those organisations are for profit, which is a worrying development that we're now beginning to see? Housing is just one example. Presenting a budget with just high-level numbers that obscure the detail and year-on-year spending trends is not good enough in terms of a thorough evaluation of the budget's effectiveness.
Thank you very much.